Okay, kindergartners, you are going to get a piece of paper that looks like this. This is the front of the paper, and on the back of the paper, I want you to write your name. I'm going to write my name, but I want you to write your name. If you need help writing your name, just raise your hand and I can come over and help you, okay? So, the first thing we are going to do is in our big oval, we are going to draw a bumpy line. This is sometimes called a scalloped line. And it doesn't have to look just like mine, okay? Just try your best. And then we're gonna do one more on the side, okay? Then, in this little oval, we're going to draw the eye. So I'm going to draw my eye looking down this way. You could draw your eye however you like, okay? Once you are done with both of those things, I want you to put your pencil to the side. Okay, now that we are done drawing our two bumpy lines or scalloped lines and done drawing our eye, you are going to get a Sharpie. Now I have rules for the Sharpies, guys, okay? So when you open them and close them, make sure they're all the way shut, okay? If you need help, you can raise your hand. But we are not even going to pretend to draw on our skin or our clothes or the table. We are not even going to pretend to do that, okay? If I catch anybody drawing or even pretend to draw on any of those things, then they are going to get in big trouble and they're not going to have the Sharpie anymore. They're going to have to just use black crayon, okay? And so your fish is going to look different from everyone else's fish. So I need you to be good listeners and to follow my rules. I know that you guys are going to say, oh, but Mrs. Snyder, what if it's an accident? I will be watching to see if it's actually an accident. So my eye is on you, okay? What you're going to do is you are going to take this Sharpie and trace all of the lines that we've done so far. You're not tracing the word kindergarten, okay? But you're going to trace all of these shapes and all of the lines that we drew. So I'm going to speed up my video a little bit, but I'm actually going to be drawing very slow. I'm only going to be drawing about this fast, but on the video, it will look a lot faster, okay? But I just want you to trust me when I say that I am really taking my time. I'm going to go ahead and speed up the video so you can see what you need to have done. Okay, great job, kindergartners. If you want to, you could take a big eraser and erase whatever pencil lines that you have left over, but you really don't need to because we are going to take some crayons and color our fish. Now, I have some rules for coloring fish. Whenever we color in the art classroom, we are going to practice something called craftsmanship, okay? So that means we are not scribbling. So if I wanted to fill in this fin, I'm not doing it like that. Instead, I'm going to take my time and go really slow and make sure I'm filling in the whole shape. And we don't see a lot of white, okay? And if we go over the black lines a little bit, that's okay. But I want you to try to stay inside the lines as best as you can. See, you can go outside a little bit, but I don't want it to look like this, okay? So take your time and fill in the shapes, and that is good craftsmanship. I'm gonna go ahead and fix this one because I want it to look nice, just like my other fin, okay? If you want your fins to have different colors, that's totally okay. I just wanted those two to match. I think I might also have my tail match, but you can have your tail be whatever color you want. But just fill in the shape all the way and taking your time and try to stay in the lines, okay? I'm gonna speed up the video so we can get to the rest of the fish. Now, I want you guys to know you can color your fish however you want, okay? I think since I already used orange, I'm going to use a different color, and maybe I'll do these two colors, or maybe one more, okay? And you could draw whatever shapes you want inside the fish. I think that would be fun, but I want your fish to be really nice and colorful. And it doesn't have to look anything like mine, okay? It can look totally different. Oh, but you know one thing that we forgot to draw that I would love if you drew? If there was a smile on the left side of the fish, I would love to see a smile. Okay, I'm going to keep coloring my fish, and I want you guys to color your fish too. Okay, everybody, I colored in my fish, but it still doesn't really look like a fish yet. But don't worry, we're going to put it all together. But first, I need you to get a blue piece of paper. I'm gonna pass these out to you. And then using a crayon, a black crayon, you are going to write your name on the back. That's just because sometimes it's hard to see the pencil, and that's okay. But here's my name. And now I'm going to flip it over. And if you like, you don't have to, but if you like, you could take a white crayon and draw some bubbles, just some little circles everywhere, because this is going to be the water where our fish is. Or maybe you want to draw some waves. You could do that too. So with a white crayon, or maybe even a blue crayon, you could draw some awesome shapes or lines on your blue paper, okay? Because that's what I like to do. Maybe I'll even do one down here. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing in the art room has to be perfect. I just want you guys to be following directions, but having fun, okay? So this is my water. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take some scissors and carefully start cutting out our big oval. We're not going to cut out anything else yet, okay? But we're going to start with our big oval. So I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to carefully try my best to get as close as I can to the black line. I don't want you to hurt your fish, but I also don't want you to cut white around your fish, okay? Try to just stay right on that black line if you can. If you mess up, it's okay. We are practicing cutting, and we are going to keep cutting in different projects, so that way we get better. But take your time. You can move your paper around like I am when you're cutting, because cutting circles and ovals can be pretty tough. Okay, so there is my oval. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a glue stick and glue the back of my oval, just like this. And it's okay if you're gluing over your name. I'm going to cover up my whole oval with glue. So maybe I want to go all the way around the outside, and then I'll fill in the middle. And if your fingers get a little sticky, that's okay. All right, now I'm gonna put my fish either right in the middle of my paper or a little bit on this side, because I still have to glue the tail. So I'm going to go ahead and put my fish right here, okay? Now, let's cut out that tail. So, I'm gonna do the same thing where I am slowly taking my time and cutting out the big shape that looks kind of like a moon. It's called a crescent. And I'm going to try my best to not have any white space when I cut, And I'm going to try my best not to cut on the inside of the shape, but right on that black line. But like I said, it's okay if you can't do it yet. Now we take our glue stick and we glue the back of the paper as much as we can. And then we put our tail on. Now I can start on my 2 fins. One fin is going to go on top and one fin is going to go on the bottom. Once you're done cutting, I want you to take your scraps and put them to the side. That way they don't get confused and they don't stay on our fish drawing. So now I'm gonna have this one be on the top, or maybe I want 2 on the top and none on the bottom. Or maybe I want this one on the bottom. It's up to you. You just do whatever makes your fish feel happy. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue like this. Get glue all over my fin. I can put it right there. And I think that would make my fish feel pretty happy. Then we have one fin down here. Awesome. We have one more thing left to cut out, and that's the eye. So if you need to cut off these big long white pieces of paper to make it easier for you, I think you should totally do that. Now you have a smaller piece of paper that you get to cut, and that will make it easier for you. But carefully turn the paper as you cut, just like me. And now you can decide, do you want your fish looking behind him or her, or maybe in front? Or maybe you drew your pupil, your black dot of the eye, right in the middle, and so it's looking right back at you. It is up to you. You can have your fish look however you want. So I'm going to put some glue on the back of my eyeball, figure out where I want to put it, and put it right there. All right, there's my fish. We are almost done with our fish, but just like at the end of the rainbow fish book, every fish gets a rainbow scale. So I'm going to give you a little rainbow scale that you can glue onto your fish. Okay, kindergartners, everybody is going to get a shiny piece of paper just like this. If you flip it over, it's white. And you guys, I want you to notice, a lot of them have little bumps or holes, and that's totally okay. I don't want you to feel sad about that. We are actually saving this shiny paper from the trash, so don't even worry, all right? I want you to flip over your scale paper, your shiny paper, so that way we are only seeing the white side. Now, you can grab your pencil and start drawing your scale. If you can, I want you to draw a big heart. If you have trouble with that, you can raise your hand and I can help you, or you could just draw an oval, just like in the rainbow fish. So I'm going to try my best to draw a big heart. And before you cut it out, I want to see it. So make sure you raise your hand so I can come over and see it before you cut it out. But I really like this scale. So while I'm still looking at the white side, I'm going to start cutting. And we're just gonna try our best. It's okay if you don't get right on the line. I just want you to try your best. We are all gonna get better at cutting. And now, when I flip it over, I have a rainbow scale. And my fish is so happy. So I'm going to take my glue stick and really, really, really get a bunch of glue on my rainbow scale, okay? And I'm going to put it wherever I want on the oval of the fish, on the body of the fish. I think I want mine right here. Oh my gosh, you guys, my fish looks so happy to have his very own rainbow scale, just like in the Rainbow Fish book. I cannot wait to see what your fish look like, and I hope you all had a lot of fun with this project. And again, if you feel scared, or if you don't know what to do, or if you feel like maybe you didn't do your shapes right or anything, please don't be afraid to raise your hand, and I am more than happy to come over and help you. But I know that whatever you do, it is going to turn out amazing, because you guys are amazing kindergartners. Bye.